So the YouTube Studio app is just crap. I'm like, why can't I access this YouTube Studio thing from the actual YouTube app, right? And like, oh, it's its own app now. Okay. Well, in my head, I'm like, all right. Well, I guess for creators, it's easier for them to like just do shit, right? Hold on, I need to hear my voice real quick. The mic's on strike again, right? Yeah, I hear myself. All right, so before I go into YouTube real quick, against my better judgment, I updated Streamlabs OBS to 19.1, and it broke everything. Didn't want to recognize anything, caused issues and everything. I'm like, all right, I didn't change anything except updating the PNG tuber shit, video tube, whatever, which I still need to just change because it stops recognizing the keystrokes after like half an hour, I think, right? Anyways. Long story short, I'm glad I went through this through T-Spotty, whatever you call it. Beishi McBeishi, Spot. Cause imagine me just not getting, cause I don't get anyone fucking chatting while I stream, right? Imagine me going through that and like not realizing it. That would have sucked ass. I would have fucking hated it. But I would have been like, you know, I wanted to strangle someone, specific someone, an infant if you wanna. That's a reference for me and my friend to understand. But yeah, I reinstalled the previous version that I had because I always hold on to the good versions. No problems. So yeah, I usually don't update software unless I have to, because that's usually all you really need. If as long as it functions, right? You don't need to add anything else. That's usually the motto. But anyways, I really wanted to start the stream off with like gameplay. Well, fuck me, right? Also, I'm noticing something that's irritating me a bit. Not you. Not you. Specifically. There we go. Alright. Okay. So, to recap. I don't really want to recap anymore. God damn it. Because I said so many things that was fucking in. So I'm gonna do a speed run recap. So, after the last stream, I said I was gonna read it and do the MSQ. And I'm like, you know what? Let me just do the MSQ first, right? Without even reading. Just skip everything. And it took fucking forever. Just as long as the last one. There's like so much text, and even just skipping and walking there, it's so much text. But essentially, what happened after Zenos saying, man, Zodiac ain't shit. I need something better, if anything. I'm surprised there was no comment of him saying like, oh, you know, Warrior Light, you're whatever. Even though it's your best friend or whatever, right? But I'm thinking like, there's two paths I'm thinking to this real quick. Heidelin's gonna become actually evil. Or Zenos, fucking, I gotta stop saying Zenos. Zenos is gonna become evil. Is gonna take over Heidelin. Or, third hidden option, I wanted Zenos to take over my body. You fight him first form. I actually just wanted his body to actually have a body. I'm tired of being Heidelin, goddammit. Because I've never trusted Heidelin to begin with. Never trust gods. Anything that's what JRPGs told me. So I'm not going to be skipping anything, so to speak. All this fucking endeavor, man, it got me really flummoxed. I just want to relax now. And I gotta remember to turn off the fucking tap sounds on my tablet that I barely use. I don't use it to draw at this point. Occasionally I take it to conventions to play video games. Well, actually I used to. But now that I got like a Android thing, right? An Android handheld gaming device, which is basically a phone with buttons already attached to its circuitry, so it can recognize it easier from China. Don't really do that anymore. Just bring that. It's like a little pocket Game Boy running Android. Sometimes running Linux software, which usually runs Battlesera, which lets you emulate a bunch of shit, right? I'll show that off at some point, but it's like fucking everywhere. You see that in Instagram and all that stuff. To me, like, this stuff has already been known for like a long time. Except most of us who didn't opt to use that would just modify their DS, GBA, 3DS, PSP, all that shit. But now it's like, it's nice to have something that can just run Android games and up to PS2. So, anyways, moving forward. All of this I have not read on the MSQ list. Which, I gotta talk something about that real quick. In fact, I might be reading this live because it involves the first, which is basically the best part of Final Fantasy XIV, because it somehow, despite it kind of separating the whole, not so much separate, okay, because the first is isekai, so to speak, you do have some previous context with characters, but like you can also kind of drop them. You can actually add like an extra 4 hours to 6 hours just talking about these characters. The biggest one will probably just be Thancred and Minfilia. Everyone else is like, eh. You know, Y'shtola was always like an asshole. You know, stuff like that. So, if anything, it's more like a self-contained Final Fantasy to me. It's the most Final Fantasy XIV has ever been had, was Shadowbringers. Because it was so formulaic, it was very simple, and it just worked. I already talked about this, bro. Yeah. At this point, I'm like, alright, I really like this area. I like the music. I love the music. I love the characters, all that stuff. If I had the subscription time, I would actually do the quests, all the basic quests. Because I did one of the Emerald quests where it's like, I ate a pork seed. You're not supposed to eat those pork seeds. We gotta kill you. Goddamn Emerald. Wait a minute, can we make this better? Make me another pork seed. Okay. All is forgiven. Emerald, you're gonna be part of our flock. Alright? Yeah, I guess. I mean, you're all freaks like me. Yup. Like that one quest, right? That quest was cool. Or the one quest where the one dude is like, this is Stormblood, but he's like, I don't know why everyone says I'm great. I was a great ass fighter. I fucking suck with the sword. What's wrong? Like, I didn't get to finish that one. I was a little curious, but Right, so now we gotta go see what's up with Reen. Because, god damn it, I hate when I do that. Essentially is, it's kind of cool because the whole festival thing is mentioned in the trials when you, not trials, normal raids, which is Eden's Gate, I guess. I don't know what the actual normal raid is called. But it kind of takes off because time moves slower, right? Here than over there. So I guess like a day was about half a day maybe passed. I'm not sure what the time is and the actual time is, but maybe a day was about to pass because there's a festival going on in here doing, yeah, it's Eden's Gate, Edensverse / the Eden raids. Essentially there was a festival supposed to be going on with Gaia and Reen doing all their hachi machi. So that's kind of cool how it just leaves off like that. And it's also very convenient. Like I said, this whole game is Shadowbringers is 100% convenient in how they did it and wrote it. So they could be like, we really fucked up Stormblood. How do we get the player base back? Of course, there are people who like Stormblood, and I understand it. I'm not going to say you're wrong or anything like that. It's just, I understand when people say, when people look at me and go, you like Final Fantasy 2? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, why? I'm one of those weirdos, like the weirdos who like Stormblood, right? I like Final Fantasy 2 because I believe I played Final Fantasy 2 before I played Final Fantasy 4. I think. I think the first time I played Final Fantasy 4 was on the PlayStation 1. But the first time I played Final Fantasy 2 was on the Game Boy Advance. And I'm not sure. I know Origins came out before the GBA version, Dawn of Souls. But I ended up getting the anthology collection, which has Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy IV. I think later. I'm gonna be reading fast though. Cool. The thumbs up thing. Every time I see the thumbs up thing, I just think of the Final Fantasy XIV videos where people using emotes to communicate. I don't know. I just find that hilarious. It's like some weird pseudo machinima, so to speak. Which pretty much is machinima if you think about it. I don't know if that was, what do you call it? Coined or whatever. Yeah, let's go with this one. Kind of wish, and well, they're all gonna be the same answer. So it's not really like the choices don't matter in this game. You might get like a slightly change in dialogue options, but dialogue options don't really matter that much here. At least I haven't really checked all of them on my alt account that I'm doing just to play the game and skip everything, and it feels like I'm taking forever just to skip everything. Goddamn. I wonder if people pay to fucking skip the story.
Yes, it is I, the Warrior of Light. Hut ho, Ricky Tio.
I remember these kids. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I also unlocked the paths for job questing that I need to do before you can beat the game, right? So I don't know what I would do next. This thing is kind of weird though, the whole point of view thing. Always go with the X.
Like me.
I mean, were they all gonna be different? I don't know. Likely. The sword would have been the paladin, I guess, right? Or maybe the wall. The wall being you. Or us. The we. It's the waifu. I love her, man. Are we gonna meet everybody again just before we start the MSQ? I don't know if I'm okay with that. But it's very tropistic. Tropistic to want to do that. Ugh. My god. The whole endeavor that I had to go through got me so fucking tired. This is so much POV, goddamn. They're like, we don't even want to show the we're like, we're just gonna show POVs and everyone's gonna walk in accordingly. Alright. I don't like your name, Reem, but whatever. It's your name and you chose to accept it. But it is better than Gaia. Oh yeah, so I had to re-explain myself. I have my facilities open to let out the hot air. Otherwise it turns into a fucking... what do you call it? Like a humid hot box. And look. It's just ugh. So you're gonna be hearing a lot of helicopters and airplanes and maybe the random firework. You never know. It's always different. Because I live in South LA. Once in a while you hear some car horns and door slamming too. Actually, that's more like around midnight and after. Not so much this early. Let's say like there's no, like you can say the stream is fucked, but I know you wrong. I know you wrong, motherfucker. I know my streams and I know it's doing well. You see, our mom, she's evil. I'm pretty sure she's evil. Or she wanted to be evil. Recap real quick. Zenos bad. Zenos thinks Zodiac is a bitch. So Zenos gonna be like, you know what? You're actually pretty strong. We're like, before our final battle concludes, I'm gonna take over Hydaland. That's phase 2. And then phase 3 will be like, actually, I wanted Zenos to take over me. Now I have his body. I'm tired of being the fucking Hydaland motherfucker. And then you gotta kill Hydaland in the end. That's basically what I'm thinking. That's gonna happen. Or Hydaland's gonna be like, shit, I almost got caught. Alright, so everything's being reported to Reen. Relayed. But before I go on, my friend, Oro Money, Tits McGee, Walla Walla Wee, I ask him all the time, spoil this for me. He is king spoiler. He loves to spoil. He loves to try to spoil. Like sprinkle spoil, right? But this he won't spoil. No matter how many times I ask. I'm like, what the fuck? Some reverse Uno shit. Cause I'm like, please, that's what my title is. My title is basically me asking this question. Please tell me Zenos is not gonna take over Hydaland. And then there's gonna be no gods ever again. No more need for primals. Dun dun dun. He's king spoiler, but when he's playing Final Fantasy XIV, he's cat spoiler. Alright. Docile Gate. Speaking of which, I should probably queue for this. It's never gonna happen. But like, I'm just gonna queue for it because I haven't done it yet. And I've been meaning to do it for a long time. Right? It's never gonna happen, but we'll see. I'm not even gonna look up the fight. This is gonna be fresh. I have yet to do the Rathalos fight. Jen says I'm being very catty. How are you being catty? Actually, now that I think of it. Come to think of it. 1 second. I forgot to turn on the chat box thing so I could pop up in the stream. For people who want to see the chatters. Like the bots. Oh, cat tea. It was a pun. Haha. Okay, Mike, don't kill me. I'm still unsure about this arm. But that was a little cool little snippet.
Biometric authentication complete. Please state your business.
I think this was the expression. I don't know. Let's find out.
Acknowledged. Reinitializing Circus Tower systems. Searching for Elidibus entity.
Right, so in the whole story that I skipped is Elidibus is still alive inside, sealed within the Crystal Tower, so... Again, very convenient.
Target located
Very
in
convenient.
Subterranean core power accumulator. Projecting image.
Alright, well...
My friends. No more than a dream.
Why is he a little baby? He's a little wee bab. A wee babe.
You. Why have you awakened me? I no longer sense those places beyond, or Lord Zodiac. You must explain all.
I killed your god. Now I am your god. And teenagers are after me.
So, he is fallen, and my brethren's souls returned to the star.
I know Littlebis was the youngest of the convocation. The thing is, like,
So much to prevent
youngest doesn't mean like
again. Old burdens.
they're 500 years old and you're 300, ergo you're itty bitty.
But if this is Fandaniel's design, then I, as Elidibus, have a duty to fulfill. Your unsolicited act.
I was thinking more like you're younger than me, right? You're like a couple of years younger than me. You think that one there's a huge growth spurt missing, I guess. Now there's like a compliancy to this ASEAN. I don't know.
Why apologize for receiving a favor of the defeated? If it sits ill, consider it payment for freeing Lord Zodiac from servitude. Where to begin? The decay first took root where the currents were weakest. Not the him of here and now, but as I knew him.
The Fandania prior to Amon, I'm guessing.
Phenomenon. He dedicated
Or most
himself
likely.
to devising a countermeasure. Were it not for his knowledge of the Celestial, we would never have made the connection. And though he inherited that noble soul,
Recap, I'm reading this faster than they're speaking, and I'm just gonna cut them off with the first sentence being complete because it'll save me like at least half an hour.
yet I know it not as a flower, but a place.
El Penis? What?
A testing facility for determining which of our creations were fit to be released into the world. Many worked there. He was
Hermes! Conrad! Hey, Mon. Fuck, now we gotta go to Jamaica.
that.
Elpis is in Jamaica, god damn it.
The crystals tell little of the lives the 14 led prior to their induction. Elpis itself would tell even less. Mary.
So, I have to ask you then, Goop. The Fandaniel we know is basically Amon, right? Who just ate the memories. How did it work with Gaia and the other motherfucker? Like, right? Like, they were taking over the new body's memories, right? It's not the other way around, like Amon with Fandaniel.
A lingering trace of it. And a truth.
I thought I put you on mute, goddammit.
Remain clouded, I fear. However, they have revealed to me one possible course. You must travel to Elpis, to the time when Hermes served as its
God damn it, Elvis. Elvis and Hermes Conrad.
In glimpsing the Exarch's memories, not only did I make his summoning magic mine own, which, having absorbed my empowered essence, now harbors an
That sounds dangerous.
As such, I believe I can deliver you unto the
Oh
past,
no.
unto that
No, don't do more time travel.
given the eons that must be traversed.
No, don't do more time travel.
Your form will be less tangible still than those warriors of light I had summoned.
Ormani says they were reawakened to their memories, usually via the unsundered member of the convocation like itself. Okay.
Yet even should you manage to interact with others, you will be unable to effect meaningful change. For the reality you
Kind of similar to how we hold the souls of like the jobs that we use, right? To become ninja and warrior and shit like that.
of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present.
Bullshit.
Full knowledge of this, will you still entrust
Grahatia literally just did that.
the journey? Very well.
Yeah, I know it's not exactly 1-to-1, so to speak, Goop.
You must.
It's more along the lines of
I know. First, you must reconfigure the system.
the Asians have the means
Power
to
ether may be channeled for the magic.
make them remember. But in their case, they were gone for so long. And MSL said, fuck it, you're going to become the first Scene Eater. And I'm going to use this to my advantage to cause a flood. Emmett Selch. Not Selk, Selch.
The preparations are complete. The gateway.
It's just hilarious, like, knowing that this itty bitty motherfucker has such like an old man voice, like in his mid-50s voice.
All appears to be in order. The ether flows unimpeded.
Yeah, that's what I'm calling bullshit on the whole, like, Elizabeth's like, I can now control this power because I've been in here for so long. But you can't change the past like Grahad. I don't know why I can't do it. I guess I'm just weak. I don't know. I just suck ass.
Lord Zodiac is no more. The ones I love and long to see again are waiting in that promised land.
They're trying to make Elizabeth a little bit more sentimental, and I understand that.
Warrior of
But they really fucking failed in post Shadowbringers. I really hate that they're like, this guy Elizabeth, he's like the big cheese. Wait, Emmett Selk here? We just introduced him? We're gonna give him so much fucking shit to go on? Alright, he's dead. Cool. So he's gonna say Elizabeth is like, you know, kind of like suffering too.
yours.
And Elizabeth's like, yeah, I'm just kind of like a shell, a husk. Okay, let's stop you. Alright, we're done.
You have
Like, alright. So you spent 3 expansions building up Elizabeth with Urianji and everything, and you're like,
the burden
nah, he was just pretty much a tool.
and the solitude.
And then enter Zenos. Zenos, goddammit.
To you now. You
The most fucking boring Final Fantasy villain ever.
to save our star.
But most of him was absorbed by the Crystal Towers by this point, so he's only capable of getting you there in a weird state. You'll see. You mean I'm gonna turn into a bunny like Link in Dark World? Dun 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 dun. Actually, I might. No, never mind. We'll see what happens. This must, I feel like out of all the races, 3 races come into mind how stupid this must look like. 1, male or raw. 2, any Lalafell, male or female, they look exactly the same, to be honest. 3, and I hate to say number 3, but 3, cat people. Which is the abundance of them. I feel like every other else they would look fun, like not as funny as floating in the sky and shit. But yeah, we are ghost time travelers. Respecters. Kind of like how Ardbert was, I guess. That's what I'm guessing what's happening. Man, I wonder how big their babies are. Like when they're born. Probably like a 5-pound baby or something. And it's just brain. Aetherite like device. Let me in! Let me attune! Black robed man. Guide like man. Oh, I didn't tune. Man. Conversing woman. So we went back in time. Women don't wear masks in this world. No, she just chooses not to wear it. Eyes wide shut. Alright. Sundered people still maintain their memories of their unsundered lives in some form, burned into the remains of their fractured souls. Yeah, that was kind of hinted at with Hydol. Oh fuck! I always forget his name. Hijamijalamus, right? I gotta remember his name. I want to say Hydoladius, but it's not that. It's like Hydolatus or something like that. It's just easier for me to call him old best friend. Our old new friend, rather. Hythlodeus. Ay, I dyslexiated it. Hythlodeus. Amadeus. I just forget his name, honestly. Like I said, like it not like how I joked last stream, where like there were some people who have some simple names other than Elidibus, maybe La Habrea. We got like, I'm Emmett Silk. I'm Daniel. And who are you? I'm Azim. Azim.
And here we are. Well, well, how rare to receive you in person. To what do we owe the honor?
That voice sounds familiar. There's our friend.
Just a few odd tasks. You're welcome to stay as long as you see fit, of course. As a matter of procedure, however, I must ask that you kindly remove your masks.
They never explained the mask thing, right? Only Fandaniels.
Come now. Is this truly necessary?
Who you are, perhaps, but I am far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
You fuckable motherfucker. Oh my god, it's Emmett Selch. He's basically that one dude from Final Kingdom Hearts organization. They're all Kingdom Hearts organization lookalikes, and it's not just the robe; it's just the hair.
Satisfied?
I thank you for your cooperation.
Again, Convocation 14, Organization 13, or 12, I forget what it was. Well, you know, they're only 14 because it's Final Fantasy 14, right? Otherwise, it would have been 13 if it was Final Fantasy 13. So on and so on.
By the by,
That's cool. They haven't given
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
the lip thing, the lip to like upper lip thing.
that's odd.
I love this thing.
It's right here. A bit thin in the ether, but there's no mistaking it. The color of its soul is almost identical to Azem's.
It is Azam. It's not Azim.
Do you suppose he created it? Rather unusual for a familiar to have a soul, though.
Don't ask me. All I know is that it's trouble. Doubly so if it's his spitting image. So let's leave it be. Come now.
Yeah, you're right, but That's why it's
It's
14,
trying to
right?
say something, but it's literally too intangible to form words.
Like, they could have been like, if it was Final Fantasy 13, the MMO, they would have been like, technically it was 12, but I mean, technically it was 13, but we took a ASM, so now it's Convocation 12.
Who do you take me for?
I feel like that's
Why,
just
a
a
dear
play on
friend, of
numbers of
course.
shit.
One who wouldn't let acts of kindness, such as my accompanying him on errands to far-flung outposts, go unrewarded.
It's got the slouch and everything.
I suggest you close your eyes, or this may be unpleasant.
Roll credits. Geep for the Final Fantasy 14. Wir sind Final Fantasy. I forgot to say 14. 12. 11. Going backwards.
You may open your eyes.
40? Wait a minute, where's my penis? I had 4 of them. I was just thinking of Legend of Neo with the moblins having like 3 or 4 penises. I forgot how it was.
Oh, you even adjusted its size.
The better to indulge your whim. This way, it will be easier to communicate.
How very thoughtful.
I'm Giga.
And may I applaud
I ate the
your
Mega
artful
Shroom.
reinforcement. Without further ado then. Greetings. I am Hythlodaeus.
Hythlodaeus.
The architect.
Alright. Hythlo.
Sulking beside me is the most honorable Emmett Selk of the Convocation of 14.
Hythlodaeus.
And
Deus
how
is easy
I
to remember.
address you, my new friend.
But my brain is like Hydrolamius.
A fine
Hydrolamia. I don't know.
And I'm pleased to see you
Waterlamia.
understand our words. So tell us, whence have you come?
I come from the future! And you're all
You
dead.
do not know? Or
Except you. Your
what brings you here?
part of your memory is still alive. I need to find Hermes, comrade. He's gonna eat a man-witch that he should have eaten, called the Brood Witch.
Well now, perhaps Azim wished to come too, but had to settle for a familiar.
If he truly wished to be here, then he would be.
Right you are. My apologies if we've given offense. The two of us can discern the color of souls, you see, and yours happens to resemble that of a friend. And with your purpose matching our
My
own
soul is
besides,
blacker than
we
black
jumped
because
to a
of
hasty
Frey.
conclusion.
Blacker than the
We're
blackest
here
black
to speak
times
with Hermes,
infinity.
the chief overseer of this facility, which we also intend to tour in order to gain greater insight into the man's work. We, I say, though this is Emmett Selk's charge. And I should be happy to serve as yours as well.
Wait. Are you suggesting that we bring it along on official business? That
If you harbor suspicions, better to keep it close than leave it to its own devices. Wouldn't you agree?
There was only like one female, and I forget her name.
Besides,
Oh, the
having a
Convocation,
mysterious
right?
life form in tow
Because there
is
were
the
some
norm
female
rather
voices
than
in
the
some
exception
cutscenes.
here.
Stuff. It's very penis-centric. But then again, I don't know if these fucking Asdians had penises to begin with, right? With how they create things using their aether in
Welcome,
mind,
my
right?
friends,
You
to the
don't,
testing
you wouldn't
ground of
fucking know.
creation at Heaven's Edge. Elpis.
If it was called Elm Piss, right? E-L-M-E. No. E-L-M. Alright. P-I-S. I was just distracted by Minphilodog. You could have actually reconstructed that whole word to call it simple. Verb?
visitors! We have visitors!
This just reminds me, I should really finish Xenoblade Chronicles. I'm trying to remember what fucking their race is called in Xenoblade Chronicles. Actually, I forgot the girl's name too, who has the wings on her head. Something with an M. Let me see if I can remember.
What secrets are you hiding, I wonder?
No, that's Menfina. This is something else. Oh my god. Can I remember her name? I swear it's like it's jumbled in my brain. Damn it! I looked at the chat. Yeah, it's Melia. I knew it was with an M. I'm thinking Merity. I'm thinking all those other fucking names, but like nope. I forgot I was cute for Rathalos too. Okay, we already knew this, but I'm guessing for the people who didn't read in the last expansion. I cannot say that shit quick. Hitlerdeus. Kind of lost it at the end. I was trying to like think of like her name when like Shulk screams it. Melia! Ah! That's stupid. That loud ass fucking painful noise he makes so much. But like, cause I'm playing as Melia and I don't have Shulk in my party when I first left off. I left it with Ricky and Ryan. I'm like, I have no basis on this. Coquin Petaluda. Wait a minute. These enemies look familiar. So those bosses you fight in Vanishpati look like that one dancing Joker in the Final Fantasy IX random encounter you get where you have to do the quizzes. Because you either get a fairy, the Joker with the minigame, like a quiz show, or you get like a I think there's one more. There's the fairy, no, but the fairy has their own. Anyways, they kind of look like that.
Even the great Emmett Sock knows that no means no.
Two? Alright. You don't want to do that, but okay. It'd be funny if I could summon. I'm pretty sure I can't summon my Chocobo. It'd just be funny if you can think about it. You shouldn't be allowed to. Elizabeth be like, you know what? It'd be a dick move for me to not bring your Chocobo with you, so here's your Chocobo. Even Elizabeth respects the grandeur that are Chocobos. You see, the creators can't show us doing stuff. That's why we go to a black screen. It costs a lot of money just to show us doing the synthesizing thing. the Sophist or Sophist, Padea, Hupodema, and Robe. These sound funny to say. Padea, Podea, Hupodema. What does it make me laugh? Hupodema. Oh yeah. Am I supposed to wear it or do I just get it? I'm pretty sure they'll let me know when I get there. Wait a minute, that means I can do fates here. Holy shit. They made the pass a zone. Alright. Alright. Anytime I've done this part on MSQ on Lapis or the alts, I always glamour that on for the entirety of this part of MSQ. It's optional as far as I know. Do I want to try it on though? That's the thing. I already have it in the armory chest then. Actually. Try on. Wait, what's... Can you even see the shoes? You cannot. I guess when you jump. Kind of liking those bottoms though. For more for the pants part. I kind of like skirts. Just being skirts or like kilts or whatever. Them boots though. I mean, is there supposed to be headwear for this? I don't know, because I'm a Hrothgar. I would never know. But... yeah, I'm not digging it. If anything, my goblin's wearing it, so fuck it. That's what I'll just say. Oh, I just erased the heartless thing on it. I'm part of the convocation. Yeah! Do I have time for it? No, I do not. Alright, fuck you then. I'll play this goddamn game and not worry about mount speed. Not that I'll be able to buy it anytime soon. It's weird because everyone's supposed to be wearing the same clothes as to not cause spark jealousy or differences, but to show unity. And the only way to show differences is through like organized creation. Like people create, Asians are creating stuff all the time, right? And they have to like legalize it, so to speak. But only the Convocation 14 are the special snowflakes, but that doesn't cause... well, there haven't really been talks about power struggle, so maybe I guess they're right? Just the mask only mattered even then? I don't know. Amoros can see soul, so I wonder how that happened. Was Hermes the dude we saw at the cutscene with the burps? Blue Melia? Platypus and hedgehog. Okay, but you can't be chocobo. Alpha is the king. Do not harm. Do not make sad, or else be extinguished. Are these? No, well, some of these are enemies. This is from like the Scala, I think. There's a boss that looks like this one. And they're fucking in every expansion, so yeah. Huh. Are the enemies that we're seeing created from the Atlassians? And when they were sundered, they were in different areas. I don't know. But all I know is I see the gemstone trader. And I've been in queue for half an hour with only one healer prompted up. You must progress further through the Endwalker MSQ in order to access the vendor's warehouse. Brilliant! I hate it. You're the healer queued for Rathalos goop? Wow. Yeah, no one's gonna be queuing anytime soon, so I appreciate it, but no one ain't gonna be doing that shit. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be the MSQ, that's right. I was gonna go do Fates. Time to look into new headphones that can accommodate my skull. Oh wait, well my headset finally snapped under the size of my George Lopez head. Damn. Are those your working headphones or your at-home headphones? Where do I look again? Hermes, the bewinged girl. What are we looking at? Axolotls? Oh, that's right. This song is so reminiscent of Final Fantasy VIII's Fisherman Horizon, I think. I think it was Fisherman's Horizon.
Huh. You...
Oh.
Dude, she's like reminiscent of fucking Baten Kaito's character.
You're different too. You and me. We're alike. Friends. I want to be... Wait. Please. Wait.
That diction, though.
Greetings and salutations. Can you hear me? Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, and know your thoughts. May we please be friends?
No, you're weird. But most importantly, you're blue. You disgust me.
May we please be friends?
If you're gonna get head...
I see
You gotta actually buy good shit, Goop. Like, I know you don't ask me, but I direct you to like the good shit you can buy. But when it comes to headphones, it's very subjective to your ears and head size. That's why I'm like,
for close collaborators. On this blessed occasion, I bring not
you
only
gotta
myself,
get samples.
but others who long to speak with you.
She's white. She literally has Emmett Silk literally has Ansem's hair.
Emmett Selk at your service.
You do?
Given your facility's purpose, its remote location is something of a necessity.
Oh, you wound me. But moving along to more agreeable company, this one we chance to...
She taking a shit? Sorry, laying an egg? Yeah, man, I'm getting Baten Kaido's vibes.
Her attention. Is she one of yours, Hermes?
Her name is Meteor. It means shooting star.
That name sounds very familiar.
If I may make an observation, her ether is terribly thin. I fear she might dissipate at any moment. nor do I believe you've made a submission to the Bureau. I would remember such a concept if you had.
I haven't, as you say. I judged it too early. She's a pet project of mine, still undergoing preliminary testing. But rest assured that I will attend in person ere long.
That name sounds very familiar. Hold on. I'm gonna look this up.
Very well. Being an authority on flying life forms, I appreciate that you are exacting in your work. I shall look forward to your submission.
If we have finished with the perfunctory chit-chat, I would discuss
guess not.
matters.
I thought that name was from like Shin Megami Tensei, but
By
guess
my
it's original.
I trust you already anticipate the subject.
If anything, he said I had my over-the-ear headphones.
I
Might need to just
haven't-
charge him again, but I'll give him a shot tomorrow.
Please wait to the main building yonder. I shall join you as soon as I've returned these creatures to their homes.
I don't know what you use the wireless earbuds for, to be honest, Goop, but unless you're an audiophile, you don't really need the over-the-ear stuff. It's mostly a comfort thing. You're better off just wearing in-ear stuff. And the newer ones have like sound cancellation too and everything, or adaptive noise.
I
Drowning.
found it. A creature with the self-same ether as those there, nestled in...
You're saying they can climb with their sorry excuses for limbs?
The fashion has been to imbue aquatic creatures with the power of flight, ever since the words of Metron created a sky-swimming fish. The Ambistomas too can fly, if only slightly, and they could conceivably climb a tree.
I'll help too.
And what are we supposed to do with this lot?
May I suggest we split up?
Your ears make a lot of wax. As to the
Who would
wax.
be so good as to assist Hermes? Emmett Selk and I shall keep an eye on these adorable...
You gotta get one of them ancient ear scratchers and just clean your ear that way. Not the whole deep inside the canal, but like just enough. But not everyone cleans their ears, ergo cleans their headphones, so... Why does my stuff look like a little bit less contrasty right now? I think it's the area, I don't know. Some of this stuff I wish I was skipping. Wait a minute. I haven't done you yet, huh? I should probably be getting some Wondrous Tale stuff. Well, it's Monday, right? Oh, what the fuck? I was about to be like, let's... Alright, well, let's fucking fuck it. I've never done Rathalos. Let's figure this shit out. And I went from 1-1 after like nearly 40 minutes, right? Boom! Rawr. Alright. Wait a minute. What do I have here? Mega potions? Oh, that's right. Kitty gave me some. I didn't even read the chat, so I don't know what the fuck you're saying. Oh man. What level am I? 70? Oh, just like Monster Hunter, okay. Oh no, I have the aggro. Ow. Okay, back attack don't matter. Ow. Rathalos doesn't have a normal aggro type, but he'll target whoever. Yeah, I kind of figured that once I got aggro. Damn, you got me from over there? No telegraphs, I can tell. And I like it this way. Gorilla! What you doing, Gorilla? What you doing? What you doing over here, Mon? Oh, you're gonna hit him. Yup, just like an actual monster. Gorilla said, fuck you. Oh, you got to write it. Damn, that drink takes forever too.
Just like in real Monster Hunter.
Ah, I want to see how much damage it does. Okay, infinite health. Honestly, thought he would survive that. I'm like, nope. You die. Dang, not even halfway there. Alright. Me drink potion. Down gauge. That sounds... I've only played the first Monster Hunter, and not on the PS2. It was on PSP, so we're not gonna use like explosive barrels or anything? Sucks. Well, they really did capture using Final Fantasy XIV's engine the wildness of movement, of like how you chase Rathalos, or like not Rathalos, any monster, like how you just have to move around along shit. The only difference is that we didn't start the fight with barrels. And, you know, no charge attack and shit like that. But you still got Mega Potions. I'm not eating meat. But yeah, this fight was actually very boring. But I get it. It's like a crossover thing. Mow. Time to cut this shit up. Man, the first Monster Hunter the fact that I played that shit on the PSP and got as far as I did. Whoosh. I know like they updated it to the point where they made it super easy, but like this is why I don't play MMOs anymore. This is why I don't fucking bother with that shit anymore. It's not for me. That shit's just tedious. I did try it with the hunting game, much more that isn't Monster Hunter, but like the other types, like Soul Sacrifice. But in this I didn't really go that far into Soul Sacrifice because Freedom Wars caught my attention, and that shit was fun. But eventually, it just turned into use these 2 weapons, and that's it. And then you're like, I gotta grind these materials just to upgrade the weapon. Like, oh god, it was horrible. But I did it for my Let's Play of it. But yeah, that's why I haven't bought Freedom Wars on the PC. Is like, I just don't want to go through that shit. Even though it's super fun, I don't want to go through that stuff. Now you can technically do the EX version of Rathalos. So far, the only 4-man EX. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna bother. Pretty sure you get like a Rathalos or Monster Hunter like mount, or what do you call it, minion, but I just want to finish Endwalker so I can just stop playing Final Fantasy XIV. Maybe I'll get the next expansion, the one after Dawn Trail, maybe. But I don't know, man. It's just, I feel like I'd rather just play the expansion once it's almost over, because then I could just play all the content. All of the story I'm actually wishing I did skip. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be fun because it's, you know, the first, but it's not really the first. You're in the past of the thingy. That was a quick change of the music. I gotta take El Piso over there, and be Stoma, not Stroma. The Rathalos mount from either. So you either get the Rathalos mount from either random drop in the EX or 50 EX scales, which is what some people have to do because drop rates be down, right? Then you gotta win the roll, which again is why I don't like MMOs. It just, I've lost the Headless Horseman mount in World of Warcraft so many fucking times. So you can only summon the Headless Horseman once per character, right? And it's only during the Halloween event. So only one person can summon it. And you have scummy people who will be like, oh, I have a summon, and they want to summon last, but they don't have a summon. They're just trying to get a chance of getting loot. And that's easy to figure out. But I had 5 alternate characters in World of Warcraft, right? Endgame World of Warcraft. 5. Not like you can switch a character. You have to make them from 1 to 70 or 1 to 80 and so on. All to get the Headless Horseman mount. Never got it. I've seen it drop so many times and never got it. And it's like, I get it. It would have been nice to have because I love that mount. I love the Headless Horseman in general and the laugh. Because you get the helmet and the helmet has a use. And when you use it, you hear the Headless Horseman's laugh. And I love that laugh. I love the voice actor. I love everything he says. I just love that event. But I never got that mount. And it's like, out of all the mounts I've ever wanted in World of Warcraft, was that one. Not the Phoenix, not fucking Invincible. I just wanted the Headless Horseman mount. Can never get it. I got the other event mounts. I didn't want those though. But I made 5 characters to get that mount. Never got it. Jen says, hey, me too, about the Headless Horseman mount. Yeah, man. I love that mount. It's just a basic horse that glows red. I mean, sorry, green. But still, I like that mount. Man. Don't care about the other mounts. It's just that one. I got the other mounts that take a lot of grinding to get to, just for grabbing materials and shit. But like that just came with like basic effort. Cause like I knew how to play the market in World of Warcraft, so I got like the very expensive mounts when they first came out in Dalaran, which was Wrath of the Lich King. Were like 2 mammoths, the black war mammoth and something else. I don't know. They just cost a bunch of money, gold. And I like had so much because I knew how to play the market. So I just bought them. And then another one came out where you have to collect like a bunch of stuff, like black platings, I don't know, from like iron dwarves. I got that one too. But like that's just like basic effort, you know? When it comes to chance and you have players, this is like, it sucks. It does tear me down a little bit because that's the one I wanted the most. Kind of like how I wanted the most in this one was the blackjack and has super shitty music. It just sucks. Oh no, it's another long cutscene.
This appears to be the place. And here is where we part ways. We will be discussing highly sensitive affairs. Only a select few may be privy
This is
to
what
such knowledge, and that
I could take a
does not
screenshot of this and be like,
cannot or
this is
will
what
not
Kingdom Hearts 3
divulge
really
their
looked like in the
origins.
PS3. And the joke is Kingdom Hearts 3 never came out for the PS3 because a lot of people bought a PS3 thinking Kingdom Hearts 3 would come out for the PS3.
What?
Just like the people who
I
thought
have to
Metroid Prime
remove
4 was
you
going to
by
come out on the
force?
Switch.
Let's hear them then, these reasons of yours. Who knows? If I deem your mysterious cause worthy, I may even be inclined to offer my assistance.
I do not object to his attendance.
Hermes?
Perhaps. But I believe he can be trusted. Moreover, the presence of a third party may help me to maintain composure.
As you wish then. Behave yourself, do you hear?
Yes, Mum. So I'm just gonna guess right now. That blue bird dragon girl is gonna turn into a monster
So,
for this
finally
like
happened
area
then.
or in this time period.
Van Daniels declared his intention to step down and named you as his preferred successor. In recognition of your knowledge and your works, the convocation is giving the recommendation due consideration. As one who does not know you personally, and above all else, to ascertain your disposition towards the invitation. I understand that you and Fandaniel are close. I should not be surprised if you knew before anyone else that he wished to relinquish his office.
I did. He told me that when he fulfilled his purpose, he wished to pass the torch to me.
A torch you seem none too pleased to accept. Are you so averse to serving on the convocation?
No, it's not that. For a humble researcher like myself to even be considered is an honor beyond words. No. What troubles me, what I struggle to come to terms with, is the very fact that Fandaniel is stepping down. Does this not mean that he will return to the star?
Of his own volition, yes, like so many others have before him.
Return to the star? Does that mean die?
Well now, that's not a word I hear often. Is that what you say here in Elpis? Mankind is the life of Atheris. Each of us, a drop of blood flowing through its veins, bearing sustenance. In our finite time upon it, 'tis our duty to make it a better place, that all who call it home, now and in future, may abide in happiness. To that end,
All right.
we have dedicated ourselves to the pursuit of it,
It is pretty though.
to return to the star whence we came.
So all of this is basically like why they wanted to defend.
Fullest, in service to our world. And when they depart upon this,
What is this place called before the Ascians got sundered?
always.
The Origin, I'm gonna call it that. This pretty much shows how they much really cared about it and the shit they had to go through.
'Tis believed no occasion is more felicitous than the fulfillment. Our office becomes our lives, and to retire is to return, or so the majority of us hold. Mayhap you feel Fandaniel's deeds do not warrant his return, yet you should know his accomplishments as well as any. During and channeling the wealth of experience he attained here in Elpis, he brought forth many new specimens.
I know of all this. I do. It's just... I cannot fathom why someone so great and wise, who could still do so much good, would want to end it all. Oh no. I've made her upset. Forgive me.
I really do love it when they do like different renditions of the main theme for shit like this. It's really nice.
A change of scenery would do her good.
But I still love old Charlian's fucking... Oh, God. If there's anything I need to do with Endwalkers, I just love that main town thing. I woke up to that in my head. I wake up to random music and like just fucking random shit. It could be commercials, it could be like a random song, it could be a specific track from a video game. It could be like something that someone was humming like years ago and shit like that. And my brain's like, yeah, remember this? Today I woke up to that one though. Alright, Goops on the game chat. Jen's telling me that back when you needed someone to summon the boss, she had a friend that got them out and then proceeded to quit the game. God damn, that sucks. I would have been livid. Like, I guess it's more like they were set free. I got them out. I can now be free. But still sucks ass. I would have been upset. Like, I would have been like, fuck you to the friend. I just would have been like, damn, that's... Because stuff like that has happened before, though. And you just repeated what you said in the YouTube chat. The Undisundered World pre-Heidelin gets the name dropped as Aetherius had. Aetherius. Yeah, it does get name dropped as that. I just forgot because it's briefly mentioned. Metreon. Maybe I'm thinking Meteon is that. I don't know. That name sounds so familiar. Before I go. Aw, man. Fake Final Fantasy game can explore the rest of the house. Fine. Memnon. Agamemnon? Okay. Thank you, little MIDI platform that won't let me walk through. You ruined everything. Did I hear two? I think I did, right? Is that it? I guess so. Oh, so that's what this place is. Okay. Alright, you have a good night, sir. I think it's the same text, right? Just want to make sure. I haven't done this for so long. Yeah, okay. The hotspots contain the same text. I just haven't done it for so long because I've been reading through MSQ. Ukuleles. Ukulele, what? Or AI, okay. I guess you can say Aetheris is like a proto-Eden, or Eden, so to speak, where they're just creating the creatures and then when it gets sundered, that's the reality that they see now. Also, that bird was around in the first, so this bird has significance. That was never explained, was it? I don't think it was ever explained. Because Rain was talking about it too, and I saw it there as well. I thought it was just a joke or a sight gag, but maybe there was something to it, I don't know. Emotions, eh? We need to steal it. I don't know if it's a boy or girl yet, or if it's gendered at all. There was like an alien species that did this in a movie. I forget which one though. But I'm wondering if the flowers are based off whatever Meteon is, whatever. It's a secret to everybody. This bird is actually the true evil of Final Fantasy XIV. It's the true Zeromus. That's it. That's probably why I don't like Zenos that much. He's pretty much Zeromus. Zonde. No, not Zonde. Cloud of Darkness. Zonde had some nuance. Just a little bit of nuance. Cloud of Darkness, Zonde. Not Zonde. Fuck. Cloud of Darkness. Mateus Palamecia had some nuance too, so that's Final Fantasy 2. Zeromus from Final Fantasy 4. Except this nuance as well. Pretty much some dude who did a lot of evil shit, got imprisoned into a tree. All the evil went into the tree and became Exted. Kefka is fine. Let's see who we got. 7. Sephiroth is fine. I don't know that much about Ultimacia. I don't really recall, but I think she's kind of nuanced. Necros is fucking stupid as the final boss of 9. Kuja had something going on, so that's fine, but like Necros is like, yeah, life sucks, I'm gonna destroy it. And Zidane and his friends are like, or Zidane, no! Friendship and love. Okay. And then Necros fucks off. 10 was the bug, you Yevon. But again, everyone complains like the last boss should have been Braska's final Aeon, aka Jet. But you really are fighting a religion, so to speak, and you Yevon is encompassing that. Well, it's based off Yevon, but it was like a religion skewed, right? I mean, there's more to it. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not. It's stupid that he just comes out, but like if you think about it within the context of Final Fantasy X, it makes sense. 12 is. I forget what the name is, but it is like there's a bunch of nuance to that. Venat and Vayne Solidor, right? I forget what they are when they combine, but like they're fine. 13 is 13 a cop out like Zenos? 13. Bartholodeus is Pope is not the final boss. Who's the final boss at 13? Bartholandus, I think was his name in the Pope though. I honestly forgot who the final boss in Final Fantasy 13 was. I played that game twice and I just can't remember it. I remember where you fight it. I gotta look it up. Just looking at it will probably help me remember. Orphan! Right. I thought Orphan was like a mode of Barthlandus. Orphan is like kind of like Yevon in a way. So it kind of works out. 14, I don't know what the final boss is going to be, so we're going to find out. 15 is like one of the best final bosses of Final Fantasy ever. There's so much fucking nuance and history in that. Arden, man. If you like Emmett Suck, you'll like Arden. You'll love Arden. You should love Arden more than Emmett Suck. Unless you're a Final Fantasy 14 fan who only plays Final Fantasy 14 and only wants to get 15 a shot because it's 14. Because usually your first is your like the one you like the most. There's a theory that your favorite Final Fantasy is the first one you play. And it was like that for me for like my first 20 years of life, I would say. No, 15. I didn't play when I was fucking 0. But that's because I didn't play the other ones enough. Because I did play Final Fantasy V when I was in my teens through the Chronicles. Not Chronicles. Is it Chronicles? Anthology. Anthology is 5 and 6. Chronicles is 4 and Trigger. So yeah. Played through the Anthology. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. And then when I got to replay it again, just to replay for myself in like Final Fantasy V on the SNES, even before the Let's Play, I'm like, this game is fucking great. It's amazing. Everything about it's amazing. And I feel like people slept on it. Don't get me wrong, I still love Final Fantasy VI, but 5 is just... It just fits me as a person much better. It's perfect. For me, it's perfect. It's so much fun to play. And the themes and everything that happens, there's no cop-outs or anything like that. It just is, and this is what happens. There's no I repair the world or anything like that. Nothing bad happened in the end, like Final Fantasy IV is fucking good. Huh. So, Hermes becomes the original Fandaniel then, or the second Fandaniel, for as far as we know which number Fandaniel he is. I take it I was her size or its size when I got here, right? Yeah, seems about right. Although we can't change the outcome. Maybe? Huh. What is happening right now? We can't change the outcome or the history. because we can't interact, but thanks to Emmett Suck we can react or interact. So does that mean we can change the outcome? I don't have enough time for that. I was telling myself in the back of the head, I'm just gonna do fates if they're nearby and have enough time. But so far, there's just been nothing but cutscenes. I feel like I am really feeling it right now. I'm like, I wanted to do all this until the very end. Oh shit. Ketsup. Ketchi, rather. God, you look so fucking creepy here. But now I'm starting to regret it. Because this whole level range is just text. And the very end of it is dungeon. Essentially is I need to be stimulated because all I'm doing is reading and talking. Plus, for those who are watching this as a VOD, like a bunch of issues, like I mentioned in the beginning. Essentially, just don't update your software unless you need to, like where it's mandatory. If it's still working, it's still working. And if you're gonna update it, make sure you have a backup copy of that exact version. Never delete the version you download. It's free. As in, it's free to like hold. Technically not, you need space for it, but like you can pretty much buy really cheap storage stuff. And you can have it, you make like a free Google account and just store it in there. It's not a lot of space. It's like barely 200 megs at most. And I'm rounding way up. I mean, I'm glad I got to see these cutscenes, kinda. Just to see the faces and what happens. That would have actually stricken me curious if I were to read it. But honestly, I'm only streaming this because it kind of helps me focus to do this. Otherwise, I'd just be playing on my alts and just leveling up characters again because I find that fun. Can't do it here anymore. They're all 90. And if I got Dontre, I would have just been like, I'm gonna level up to 100, and would have been the same thing regardless. I feel like most of this is just an introduction for her. More than anything else. Because she feels more relevant to begin with. Yeah, I realized I wasn't supposed to feed them. I was supposed to feed the destination. Feed. I mean, there is some nice background. I'm guessing it's gonna cause the motivations, Mateon, or Medion, Mateon. Forget how they pronounce it. And pretty much right now he's giving some background info on her or it. Well, this might be the Fandaniel that found out about what was happening to help prevent it with Zodiac and everything. So, even though it focuses on Mateon mostly, they're giving you some nuance or context or motivations to what's driving them to get to that point. That's what this is. And it's not like I don't care. It's very forced, so to speak. Maybe not forced is the right way to put it. Just jammed in when it needed more breathing space is what I mean. Wait a minute. It just came to me, but I forget how many years ago this land or area was, but it's possible she could be a proto dragon to what Midgarsamir was. And there's a helicopter, like I said. I don't know, I'm just getting feelings that she's gonna be like, oh no, emotions, oh no, roar, and I become a boss, which leads into Zodiark being summoned because the world is going, or their world is going. Fine Mania. I've gotten so used to reading the MSQ as just read-only mode in Chrome's browser. Never read-only mode. Read-only mode. You click it, everything looks beautiful. It's like it's almost as like if you're reading an ebook or a script off an ebook, and it just works out so well. It's formatted so well in the console gaming wiki thing. There's another website of some fan who did it like a couple of years ago. But they're whatever they use to run it. I don't know if it's, I know it's not Java. I feel like it's PHP or some sort of CSS scripting. But it doesn't work well with mobile, and I don't want to read it on my desktop. I'd rather read it on my. Granted, I haven't tried it on my phone, but I'm using Android and not iOS. But yeah. Because you could just summarize, you can even put your own character's name in there, which is pretty cool, so to speak, but I don't really need that.
Amazing, is it not? The Ampelos, one of our newest subjects.
Oh, I just did the quest that's about to get me Heart of the Matter. No, never mind. I looked at the wrong one.
How are we coming along?
I'm about to be halfway in the 86 to 87 bracket. It's quite a bit to go. Yeah, I'm gonna stop streaming right now because as great as this is, I rather just honestly right now I'm like I want to do this. It's just I want to read it. Aha! The flowers. Just as I was thinking. Wait a minute, is she proto Heidelin? Nah, I doubt it.
Those flowers, Elpis, Entelekis, like me.
Entelekis. They feel emotions and stuff.
They are a product of Elpis, and so named for their birthplace. A happy accident, born of the hands of a former researcher who loved beautiful blossoms. Unique for how they change color, to reflect the emotional state of those nearby. Though be it here or elsewhere, they are seldom seen in any hue save purest white.
Reflect the emotional state, you say? By what means do they achieve this?
They're really working on emotion and
In
memories
creation,
now.
There exists an energy wholly apart from ether, one driven by emotions. In like manner to how we manipulate ether, this flower is subject to the influence of said energy. Well, it has no will of its own. It is sensitive to the prevailing emotion in the vicinity, and reacts by altering its color and vibrancy.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory.
Akasha. Though I'm not familiar with the term, Your description suggests it is the self-same energy. Dynamis, we call it. And those entities like the Elpis flower that have the ability to interact with this energy, converting emotions into tangible phenomena, are Antelekis.
That's me! That's me! An Enteleki!
That you are, my dear. And no ordinary one at that, but the first possessed of free will.
Wait. A form of energy other than ether? Dynamis? I've never heard of such a thing.
So this is where the whole
Hardly surprising. Dynamis cannot be seen.
they're explaining why when people get full of like negative emotions they become monsters, right? They're trying to give it a source of where it came from and how it's gonna come to be. So this is where this is gonna go going forward. And I believe that's why we're going back here to explain this stuff, so we can continue on the story to wrap it up.
Reliant upon the ether, like you and I, are unable to make practical use of Dynamis. 'Tis a truly esoteric thing, known to but a select few scholars.
Intriguing. Then, given the limitations you described, why create Meteon?
Meteon, okay. Time to get symbolic on your ass.
Our star, Aetheris, is especially rich in ether, so much so that its name is derived from it. However, when we consider all energy in existence here and in the vast space beyond, Dynamis may account for as much as 68.3%. The more abundant.
Damn, we were 0.7% too far.
Were we able
Short.
to control it, we could open the door to limitless possibilities. 'Tis not unlike a gently flowing stream, unable to break through the dam of ether barring its path. But if we could imbue the stream with the vigor of a raging river... Not that I have such grand ambitions. Nay. I merely wish to create a being that could traverse the great expanse. The relative scarcity of ether beyond the bounds of this star was a concern. And so, I looked to another source of energy by necessity.
That being Dynamis. No wonder her ether is so thin.
Precisely.
Yours is thin too. Like an Enteleki. So, are we the same?
Enteleki. Yeah, let's trash on him.
Well, aren't we ungrateful? Mayhap I should revert you to the pathetic, faded thing you were.
A deficit of ether alone does not an Enteleki make. It would, however, make it easier for you to interact with Dynamis. And limited though its influence may be, this quality could prove the difference between victory and defeat.
That's not gonna come back and help us, right?
Oh dear. I'd forgotten about the poor fella. You must excuse me a moment while I go and verify a few more things.
Well, the parallels are pretty much there. Eden, creating new monsters and stuff like that. The utopia that was supposed to be one, right? But it's taking its liberties, of course, so it's not too striking. They're parallels, but faintly. Mitron. There you go. That's why I was thinking of Mitron is the other dude from the Eden raids. No wonder. All right. Ultima. Okay, where's Ultima? Ultima weapon, you know? Old translations. Keeper of the Aetheral Realm. I should be writing notes. I can see why they're friends. He's very stuck up, but he brings... His ideas brings out, like... They're not really humans, but like the humanity, so to speak, right? He grounds them and helps them skew like their way of thinking. They're a good pair. They could have their own fucking show for all I care, and it would work. It would work. I thought I was still muted for a moment. Unfortunately, like I love this Blue Yeti mic that I got over 10 years ago still works great. But I have to put like black tape over it because bright lights fucking annoy me when they're in my fucking face. Granted, I'm playing like on a big ass, huge ass bright light, but like it's a TV screen, so my mind can like not be bothered as much. But like the controller light from an Xbox controller, so to speak, or like if I were to look at the PS4 light and tilt it, or it will reflect off a black screen, that would annoy me. And it's even worse when I have bright lights from neighbors who always leave their lights on because I live in a Hispanic community and that's what we do. We leave lights on. That's annoying. They're fucking because they installed LEDs. They went from halogen to LEDs. They were super fucking bright. And I fucking hate driving. I live in South LA. I fucking hate driving the freeways and you have all these people who have their bright ass LEDs installed incorrectly or don't have the correct headlights to fucking not keep them from seeming like goddamn having their fucking high beams on. Sheesh. Most of them are trucks too. I drive a sedan. Even when I had my truck, my SUV, my sports vehicle utility, fucking pickup trucks would still do that shit. Like it's just mad me. I have a late 80s pickup SUV. It's still there. I just had to fucking repair its transmission fluid tank reservoir. But like, it's not as lifted as the others. Fucking people who drive pickup trucks and don't use pickup trucks as what they're intended, just driving fucking up off the wall too. It's a dick thing or a safety thing, but like. It makes no sense to me that you see a pickup truck that barely has like a 4-foot bed at most because they want to carry their family around in a pickup truck. So it's basically just an SUV with the rear cut off. It's just fucking stupid. All for appearances. Just get something that will work overall. You can have that much horsepower in an SUV too. Just buy the right SUV. Don't buy your stupid shit like a GMC or a Jeep. Ask a mechanic and they're gonna say Jeeps BMWs pay for their bills all the fucking time. Granted, most of the mechanics at BMWs are the ones working in dealerships, though. But of course, the most reliable ones, or the most reliable one, Toyota, is now going into shit too. Or so I would been told. It's only been like a couple of years, so it's kind of hard to tell. I really wish Honda brought back the Element too, because I love that car. Never drove it, but I love the shape and how it was designed and how it was to function. Just soup it up with better tires and maybe even get the 4x4 version. I think I had a 4x4. Oof. Amazing vehicle. Honestly, I'd be driving a van if they didn't eat so much fucking gas and were made by Fords. Why did I get into vehicles? Alright, lights. Yeah, my mic has like a bright red light when it's on, and it blinks when it's on mute. It's weird that I'm reading all this stuff and I just finished watching an episode of Naruto about chakra with Neji and Rock Lee, and I'm like, my brain's like, stop, they're not related. So I'm trying to force my brain to not think like that. Don't think chakra. Charybdis. Charybdis. Friend. Yeah, this part does seem forced. Not forced. Like, again, just jammed in when they needed more space. Yep, this is what I was talking about. It's Lodea's kind of just grounds him and keeps him human. It's weird to call him human, but yeah. It's the best word I can do to fucking convey the message. Oh, I have a favor to axe. Got my controller disconnected for a moment there. Occupant. Can I follow? No, I cannot. I'm just reminded when my friend Aura Money, aka Barrel, rescued me so I could get behind the corpse of Gorilla so I don't get burned out. Like, nah, I want to see how much damage I'm gonna take. Dead! I didn't think it'd be like Meteor. I'm like, oh, probably like 80%, give or take. Nope, it was 1 point under 1 million HP damage. Alright. I wonder how PS4 players do this. I think when they enter the chat, like a pop-up for text comes out. God damn it. I type it right? Did I forget the comma? Oh, it wasn't a comma, but a period.
Please.
Oh, I should have heard that text. Oh well.
I'm given to understand you have the power to help the Charybdis, and should be quite willing to do so. And so I appeal to your better nature, most benevolent Emet-Selch. Please teach her to fly.
Or else Hermes will transform. Right now.
Now, there's no need to go quite that far. Altruism is its own reward, as I'm sure he would agree.
Oh, would he? And who contrived to put me in this position, pray tell?
Nothing so devious.
Please, Emet-Selch.
I did not come all this way to play nursemaid to your creations. I'd thank you to remember this favor and let it be the last.
I need to play a dungeon. Goddamn, I'm bored. Don't get me wrong, it's interesting, but I'm not reading. I want to play a game. Ixion. Not really. Close though.
I will aid it once it has taken to the air. It falls to you to shepherd it skyward.
Well, let's relax and enjoy the spectacle, shall we?
I need to play something. What should I play? I need to do something, man. I need a tank.
You were wondering why Emet-Selch joined the convocation. Truth be told, he wasn't the first choice for the office. I was, on the strength of my ability to see ether. But I declined the offer. For though my vision is exceptional, I am pedestrian in all other aspects. Quite abysmal when it comes to manipulating ether, for example. Couldn't transform even if I had a mind to do so. What good is the ability to perceive a problem if one cannot act to address it? Emet-Selch has no such shortcomings. He excels in vision and manipulation both, the latter to an extraordinary degree. If there is a mage more powerful, I do not know of them. Thus did I recommend him for the office in my stead. And I wasn't the only one. Countless others vouched for his skill and character. People the world over, to whom he had previously lent a helping hand. Oh, how surprised he was. Claimed he hadn't done anything remarkable for anyone. He deserved every bit of acclaim he received. Yet he may well have gone unappreciated were it not for a mutual friend. A singular soul who can't help but involve himself in the business of others. Where he walks, excitement is certain to follow. His antics irritate Emet-Selch to no end, but much of his grumbling stems from genuine concern. When our friend calls, he never fails to answer and lend his talents. And in the course of doing so, he himself came to be recognized and respected by those around him.
And that's why he liked Asm.
They are truly remarkable individuals, and I'm proud to call them friends. To help them realize their dreams, and when they have fulfilled their respective purposes, so too shall I have fulfilled mine. And together we
Oh my
may
god, I
return
forgot
to
why
the
I'm
start.
here. I really forgot why we went to the
Look
first.
at me, spilling my innermost secrets. I can only assume it is due to the color of your soul. I just don't understand how you can be so alike and yet so different.
Graha and I were trying to figure out
My pet. Well done.
the detective work on how everyone came to be, and then Manashpati happens. And then shit finally calms down. People learn how that what's happening and it's happening around Eorzea.
Ah, yes. I dare say the Charybdis will be fine here on.
But why did we go to the first? Was to speak to Emmett Selk.
Why don't you go
I
and
already
signal
forgot,
to
man.
Emmett Selk? Let him know that
Not
his
Emmett Selk,
arduous task
Litibus.
is at an end.
I gotta reread that. I forgot why we were talking to Elizabeth to take us back here, and it was to figure something out. I just forgot what exactly. It was also to check out on the first too. Oh, he's up there still. Oh, I guess we'll just do it from here. Oh, I have Lollyho now. My default used to be Wave where Lollyho is, but yeah. Lollyho! There's the rift in how they think versus how he thinks. Or how Hermes thinks. Again, I don't know if they have gender. I ain't walking there. I have a limited gill. Not really, but might as well be. Nothing else you can spend it on. I'm just reading, skim reading, what we're going there for. All of this is about the level 80 stuff. The job quest stuff. Roles. The role job quest, whatever. Yeah, see, I was supposed to look for something. I just don't remember what exactly. It was like... Let me see real quick. How did I forget? Everyone says hi to you and nothing's happening. Let me talk to Elizabeth. Alright, I'm just gonna read this out loud what I'm reading. I guess I was just so annoyed by the whole streaming thing that I read it, but I didn't absorb it. I absorbed everything else, but not that. Inside the Umbilicus, you use your borrowed spirit vessel to activate the elegant console. Yada yada yada. To your surprise, Fandaniel was the one who saw the final day stuff, and yada yada yada. Hermes. Elizabeth says we should go to the past. But it doesn't say why. So we're trying to figure out what Hermes is, so to speak. Huh. I'm still not getting the right answer, but whatever. I mean, if that was the case, we've been figuring out that it was Hermes, right? And he holds on to these creations dearly, assuming that the people in charge say it's okay for them to exist. And we're figuring out about the emotion stuff, right? And his different way of thinking and his divide between how Asians think and himself. So that's all we figured out. Well, that's been figured out. I'm just trying to... I don't think it was clearly said why we're here. Or, again, like I just did it, absorb it, right? Ikeon? Ikeon? And this always sparks him. That neck shrug. That's Final Fantasy XIV in a nutshell for me. Like when they twist with their necks and the rest of the body don't move, it's just the neck part. I don't know, that always cracks me. And they always do it. And a different camera angle too. It's just funny. Okay. I need to stimulate myself with something because... My god, it's just reading. Really? Not high enough? Yeah. Sockley's. Mm-hmm. Mention Academia in there. Okay. Huh. Fine. Fine. They really like Endwalker really likes doing this, and it's fine, but well, it's better than trailing, so I'll take it. That's a quick summary. Reapper. Man, Hrothgars can't jump. Huh. We're just making rounds about what stuff that's being created. Went from plants to tusk and getting gored. I was gonna say gouged. Ah. Let me reread that one. I think I skipped something that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, let me start from the top. Arcane servants, If Asm, that's what got me. If Asm might grant us permission, then he should be able to abide here for a few years while I analyze. I see. Okay. Kind of cute. Kind of cute. That's what tripped me. I'm like, I saw Asm. Like, why would Asm let you? What? For a few years, huh? Just for familiars? It just felt disjointed. I still need to do roulettes on my alternate character. I don't need to do it, but that experience boost would be nice. Oh my god, I am so fucking unstimulated right now. Like, I'm thinking of just doing fates right now, but even that sounds boring to me. I think we're gonna be locking this soon, though. I feel like we might be unlocking one of these other areas soon. I think I'll end it right there. Honestly, when I come back from the next stream, I'm just gonna skip to the dungeon because I'm looking for the MSQ after that dungeon. Well, it's gonna be a lot more talking, so I don't know. Let me see real quick. I thought this was gonna be interesting, but I mean, don't get me wrong, it was. Just, I thought it'd be interesting to stream. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's me and I don't like streaming visual novels, but I'm trying to talk here. He goes back to sitting down and then kneel. I knew I had to go a little bit further. Just making sure. Well, there are the police sirens, so you know it's almost midnight. It's actually 11:20, so it's close. I thought the Ikeon was a person, not a thing, or a monster. wonder if this is relative to the thing they were talking about in the previous quest. About the thing with the horns and they freaking gore you. How do I even... Maybe I have permission to get there now? I don't know. I'm guessing this was sealed off prior? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Because I didn't even try looking and exploring. And there's the other bridge. I'm just gonna grab it. I'm gonna do this quest because I think we're gonna have to kill one thing. What are we on? Aether to Aether? Sure. We're supposed to be unlocking potent vehicles. That's 1, 2, 3 MSQs away from where we're at. Assuming we complete this. Which is this one, I'm guessing? No, it's up there. The fuck? Alright. Anything? No text? No text. The 12 Wonders. Okay. 12 Wonders. By the 12? Interesting. Y'all look alike. Well, literally all dress alike. The only difference is probably your hair and voice, maybe smell. But then some people can see ether or souls, whatever. It's cutscenes like these that make me think of that's kind of pointless just going on ahead, you know? Maybe it's Lycaons. Not Lycaons or something like that. Or Lycaons. Ah, this sounds very familiar. One small snippet you got out of this, but not so much. Still gotta find that one thing though. It was me. I killed it. I killed them all. They made me feel sad. Damn it. I mean, they're not wrong the way they're treating it, so I get it, but I don't know. The cool thing is when I read this stuff, just the MSQ, I get time to just think about it. But when I'm reading it here, it's more like ass blasted. I process as I go as fast as I can. Is it wrong to pick flowers though? I've always wondered that, you know, is it wrong to pick flowers? Is it wrong to step on grass? As someone who's very into like naturalism and stuff like that. Is it wrong to step on dirt? Now, if you're the religious kind, you'd be like, no, they were meant there for us. But if we treat them as living things, you know? It's kind of why I like Poison Ivy as a character, or as a villain. Granted, it's more radicalized, but it just makes me think, you know? Like, is it wrong to step and rip out the living? Not into deforestation, I'll tell you that, but I don't know. I really do feel like I love books. I love reading all that stuff. And I love the feeling of reading from a book, but the fact that, like, I don't know if some people feel like they think about it, unless they probably buy an ecological type of book. Like, not everything's going to be coming from recycled paper, right? But it's more along the lines of, it's something I'm willing to give up as long as they stop using it for that. Same thing for toilet paper. Toilet paper shouldn't even be a thing anymore, to be honest. We should be using the clamshells. But, fuck. If I had a wish, I'd be like, I wish trees could rejuvenate faster than humans can harvest them and let them die on their own terms. Or something like that. It's a dangerous wish. I'm about to say, you want the Marlboro? What the fuck? Well, finally. What is the purpose of living if not to die? And what is the purpose of dying if not to live? Die before you enjoy what you did to live. Plants do not have that autonomy, but they do have some sort of signals to say, hey, I'm in pain. So, you know, what are the purpose of flowers? If not to bring pollen for the bees, which connect. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into this. I'm not an ecological scientist. It's just more along the lines of just philosophy at this point. So I'll let that go. It's just a thought that occurred to me. You know, it's like, is it right to pluck a flower? And I'll just answer right now. Yes, it is. But how many flowers can you pluck? I think is where the answer should be. If no one is planting them, how many can you pluck? And if they plant themselves, is it right to pluck so many? No one can always be positive. You gotta have some negative stuff. But in Final Fantasy XIV with the community, you must always be positive. Otherwise, people will hate you in a positive way. And what do you do when you hate someone in a positive way? You just ignore them. Or you become snarky behind their back. Very, mean girl like type shit. This was kind of pointless, but whatever. This whole quest line is just for that one piece of text at the end. It was basically, you gotta find a flower for him. He's feeling bad. You other people can feel bad too? Let's make them feel good. The darkness. Kingdom Darkness. Sorry, Kingdom Hearts of Darkness, whatever.
Hermes!
No, it's Hermes.
Oh,
You've finished talking?
Kinda wish he would go skrrr.
yes. We've come. My thanks.
Kinda like
for
the
keeping
Ixal, I
me
guess,
to my
yeah.
company. Emmett Salk and Hythlodaeus have already retired to their rooms. There is room for you too, if you would follow me.
Where I will murder you.
Wait!
Elpis flowers?
What was that Pokemon's name? Smeagol? Smeagol? Smoggle? Looked like there was that one painting Pokemon with the tail brush. When we got into that cutscene right here.
You're not the only one, Hermes. Others feel sad too. You're not alone.
I see Mission has shared much with you.
Empathy is a heavy burden. Especially if you're the only one who has it. At least to your extent, so to speak. Some people feel more than others, or can sympathize, or even just put themselves in their own shoes. Some people just don't give a fuck or have that no awareness. However, some people can also see it, and other people close themselves off from it, and choose to hold that burden by themselves. It's a very tricky thing sometimes. And it's very skewed in our cultures.
I do not think it wrong that we live for the star, that we strive to make it a better place.
Okay, so this is where the meat of it is.
Carrying out my duties here, there are times when I am plagued by doubt. Do you recall what Hythlodaeus said when we first spoke of my nomination? Death is the privilege of those who have fulfilled their purpose, a choice they embrace of their own free will, and when they depart, it is always beautiful. Perhaps it is, but only for man. Creations that he deems useless are discarded with nary a second thought. Some scarcely born into the world, afforded a handful of breaths before life and potential are abruptly extinguished. We make an effort
So it was a
to
cat the
spare
whole
them
time.
pain. They sense what awaits. Rage and anguish and cower and fear. And it is not beautiful.
Nope. There's this artist on Instagram who does a lot of webcomics. I don't know how to spell it, but it's Jenny Jinya. And she more or less she advocates for like the realities that animals go through, and they all die all these animals will die.
Yet no one sees.
And it's always the Grim Reaper talking
We
to
turn
them
a
in ghost
blind
forms,
eye
you know what I
and
mean?
carry on in blissful
It's like
ignorance.
10 panels, not panels.
Not a
There are many
miss.
panels, but like 10 pages,
Always.
up to 10 pages.
Always the blossoms shine pure
And
white.
I hate reading her stuff all the time because it's true, and you realize that she's spilling out information that people do through negligence that let these animals die, their pets, their loved ones, or ones who they don't fail to see, to realize, or think.
Am I the aberration for thinking thus? And I
So
am
this
filled
guy
with dread.
has that type of mentality.
But now I know I'm not alone.
He sees and respects the others.
Not the only one for whom the
This is why I love the romance era, the romanticization era of literature, because that's pretty much what it is. It's these people at this period of time
Nevertheless, I thank you.
in the mid 1800s. I forget exactly already. Fuck, I should have
You
known.
too have experienced
Late
suffering.
1807.
It's a comfort.
God damn, it's before the Victorian era. I don't know history that well. When was Queen Victoria? Maybe it's no, because it's the Victorian era. 1780? Let me check. I should know this. The Romantic era of romanticism rather. Okay, I was gonna say 1860, but it was from 1800 to 1850. Okay, 1860 is probably something else. That's for okay. Anyways, I don't need to talk about this shit, but essentially is that whole era is basically the awareness of the human spirit, realizing that it's not just humans. We're not centered around this. It's how we affect the world, namely the other creatures, or the spiritualness of it all. And that for more or less how we fear it and how we separate ourselves from it, or what it does to us. So if you listen to Iron Maiden, you can listen to The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, which is a romantic epic long poem basically talking about this one dude who's like, I gotta tell you this story, how I killed this albatross. He's forcibly holding his wedding guest. How I killed this albatross. I killed every one of my cruise ship members because I was being a fucking evil motherfucker, and everyone on the cruise ship died because of me, and I was spared. And he had the albatrosses hung over, the body of it was hung over his neck the whole time. And eventually he figured it out before his dying breath. How he saw the snakes in the water. He's in an ocean, like in a boat that's fucking about to close to sinking. And after he just finished seeing the boat of death approach him, take all the souls of the crewmates into heaven, so to speak, because they all condemn, like, why the fuck did you shoot the albatross? Albatross is also a very symbolic figure in Christian mythology, as well as just sailors in general, because they help guide you to land. But he's seeing all this, the beautiful world as he's about to die, and then the spirit's like, all right, we see how you fucked up, so you're gonna live, and if you live, you are bound to tell this tale to everyone. This tale that there is beauty in the world if you just stop to see it, even in the smallest forms or in the most ferocious things, right? So this is where he's kind of coming from, in my sense. That's how I'm perceiving this. These are the lens I'm getting.
I derive no pleasure. It's just the fact
He
that
has
you're
this
here
awareness in the
spite of
Asian
your
form,
suffering gives
and
me
it kind of grants a huge pivot on the stance of, well, why we were looking for Hermes to begin with.
Know you what they are?
And the fact that he was supposed to become Fandaniel.
Though it is too far to tell, each glittering light could be a world not unlike Aetheris. A world filled with
And I can respect that. It's actually hitting me, so to
stars,
speak.
so many lives. For us, there may be no higher purpose than to live for our world.
But I'm also someone who believes
We
that
have the living beings out there.
peace can only exist because war
That
can only
gives their
exist.
lives meaning, that drives them day after
And it's a
day
vicious
after
cycle,
day.
which also goes into the 14th century era. I think it was 14th century. The Wheel of Fate.
I created beings of
Let me check.
dynamics who can traverse the vast emptiness between the stars. Meteon and her sisters. Sisters. She has a great many of them. And they have already departed on their journey, traveling to one star and then the next in search of life. As
Nope.
one might expect.
1,000 years
exploration on
early.
such
If I
a
went
grand
the
scale is
era of
rife with
520.
difficulties, and thus far I've
The-
naught to show for it.
The idea that is the Wheel of Fate, as the fate wheels turn, the higher you are in the Wheel of Fate, good times, but it eventually is going to turn into bad times for you specific, and it'll turn back into good times again. But it can also be a collective thing, and it's an ideology, or very
It's getting rather
spiritual almost too.
We had best find our beds. Come, Meteon. Let's head back.
All right.
And then she got shot. Or an enemy came out and killed her. I've been watching too many fucking serious animes lately. That's why I'm watching Naruto. But it's so exhausting. Just Naruto is the most exhausting anime I've ever had to watch. I've had to actively skim through that fucking anime because there is so many flashbacks and explanations that it's fucking crazy. Like, one of my favorite animes does it too, but like never to that extent. It's always well earned, but in Naruto, fuck man. Like I'm thinking Hokuto no Ken, Fist of the North Star. Kenshiro just explains how they're gonna die. It only takes like 10 to 15 seconds. And they die in 10 to 15 seconds. Naruto's like, I gotta bring up these flashbacks every fucking time because people can't remember. So I'm always just skimming. I shit you not. The whole Zabuza arc is probably gonna only last like maybe half an hour if you were to just cut all the fucking fat. Maybe a little bit longer because of the Zabuza's underling they add. Actually adds a little bit more because they're introducing a new character in their own story, but that's about it. Concept of preserved as a restricted purpose hazardous life form. It's interesting though, like the whole thing he was talking about, he wants them to live, but not to die. It's very Superman-like too, cause I'm not a huge Superman fan. I only go based off what I saw in the cartoons and some of the animated films, but they're very close to the comics, so to speak. But they're like galactic creatures where he tries to keep alive because, as ferocious as they are, right? They're still creatures, and that's their function. So it's for him. He's kind of torn, so to speak. How he was torn, like, am I fit to be who I am? It's kind of like the creatures. Like, this is what I do. But you know, you're killing others, but should I be stopped for killing others? And for him, it's like, I care for others, but should I conform? It's a very split thing. Hippo toes. No, those are called Gaily cats. And they're very adorable in Final Fantasy V. I don't know if they come out in Final Fantasy 3, actually. I don't think they're in 4 for sure. Let me check. Final Fantasy. Gale Cat. Gaily Cat. Oh my god, they actually made a Magic the Gathering card of this. I knew they're making a lot of Final Fantasy shit from the Magic the Gathering card. But a fucking Gaily Cat? Wow. Oh, that's awesome. Really? They're only from 5? I thought they were... I know they come out in 6 later on. A Gala Cat. I swear I saw them come out in other games too. I really do hate it when I type Final Fantasy and an enemy and it's always 14 related. I'm like, there are other games, right? Whatever. I love those little guys. I need to make a sprite Perlerby thing out of them. I haven't done one yet. But oh yes, thank you. You're fast enough. If I can't keep up with you regular walk speed, then it's too. If I can't, it's fast enough. If I can, or even outpace you, you're too slow. You're basically sprint. Sprint speed, so to speak. Nope, jog speed. I'll mix them up all the time. Grips. Sure is. Forgot I was in Reaper. I'm like, wait, why am I not ninja? Man, I would love a cat that flies like that. Shit's adorable. If I were reading the fucking Hermes stuff, the cutscene in text, I would have been like, damn. I would have been like everything I just talked to you about romanticism or the romantic era. Actually, romanticism and romantic era. No, they're about the same. Romans. Because the Romance era or the romantic era, it's kind of, there's kind of like a small chance in the like 900s or in French. Not French. Yeah, around there in Europe. Like a small movement similar to that, but it's very more like told in a spooky way. In a like to fear. So maybe not so much now that I think about it. But if I were to suggest you any reading, light reading, about the romantic era, it would be the Rime of the Ancient Mariner. But I would also like suggest Young Goodman Brown. Young Goodman Brown's a good one. By Nathaniel Hawthorne. I'm trying to remember who the fucking did Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Like I'm trying to remember his full name. I just know his last, or I think his middle name is. I think it's S. Taylor Coleridge. Samuel. So it is Samuel Taylor Coleridge. I'm like, but why can't I remember his first name? So these are what's killing them. I have a mount of that. Oh, I guess they were allowed to fly. I forget what they're called, but you get them in the golden chocobo feathers, and I have one on my alt. I opted for the red chocobo because fucking red chocobo. They're huge though. Very huge. And remember, we are gigantic Asian people. Yggdrant. Is it sinkable? Nah. Made it sound like it was gonna be sinkable. What I mean by Reapers can just build up meter quick. And they don't need all their cooldowns to build meter, it's just fast. Especially when you have shit that kind of like Samurai. Like if you get hit or meditate, their shield, that third eye thing is called. You get hit, you get meter. You shield with Reaper, you get some meter. You also buff up others around you. And yourself, I think.
Forgive me. Please, forgive me.
May you and your kin find peace. Wherever your souls may drift in the underworld, may you find tranquil seas. Be not forgotten. In concept endure.
This can also be very metaphoric to Asians in general about Emmett Selk trying not to be forgotten and shit like that.
Or any purpose save your own. Live again, if that be your desire. Hate, if that be your want. Ye are worthy, but leave your suffering behind. Lay down your burdens, be born anew. Fly high, fly free.
Strong words. I almost choked up because I almost saw my dog. When I first got my dog, I already fucking mourned her death. I got her young, 1 year old, not even 1 year old. But I know I'm gonna have to go through that, and that's what fucking hurts. Parents that have to go through that is fucking the worst, because you never have to think of that. You can think of your own parents, but not your own kids, you know?
You do not belong here.
Leave to replace another. To be replaced. It changes nothing. Tell me, do you think it right that we sacrifice all these lives for the sake of the star? And when the star has reached perfection, what then? If all who are satisfied choose to die, Shall we all die in satisfaction? I do not know. Were I to take up the seat of Fandaniel, it would be tantamount to approving my predecessor's death. I do not know if it is right. And to be torn by such thoughts, I do not know if I am fit to represent mankind.
Hermes!
Game will not let you skip any of this text, though.
Don't be angry.
But it's fine, I'm into it.
It hurts so.
Forgive me. If you would still consider me in spite of everything, I beg some time to gather my thoughts. Meanwhile, Hythlodaeus, I fear I must trouble you to attend to the others.
'Tis no trouble at all. Take as long as you require.
And you, my friend, I pray you find that which you seek.
I expect we have some few matters to discuss. Shall we return to the 12 Wonders for a time?
Aye.
Also wondering about the whole time thing. Is this timeline linear because of the whole Shadowbringers thing? Because, yeah, I mean, as much as I love Shadowbringers, it's a cop-out to fix what they fucked up. Or how they really wanted to radically change the whole Empire. I don't know. I really don't know what their intentions were. I don't go to the fan fiesta or any of that stuff. I don't give a fuck about that shit. It's just I'm just taking it as it is, as a writing, as how it's written. Is it the same timeline, or is it altered, or is it split, or is it bent? Is what I want to know. Because it's been done twice already. And it's kind of stupid. And that Garissus. So I haven't unlocked it, god damn it. Poiko Roiko, whatever the fuck it's called. Potent Oikos. Potent Oinkos. Mount speed doesn't really matter here. It's actually kind of small. Surprisingly. It might get bigger when you go that way though. I'm gonna do this fate real quick. I need more stimulation. I'm starting to fall asleep too. Again, it's because of the lack of stimulation, man. Oh, fuck. Had I been reading this, it probably would have already been done by now. But regardless if I had been reading it or not, I would have been walking here to begin with. It's not at the sink anymore. However, I am gonna get my ass beat if I don't do this. Thought I did Arcane Circle, but I did not. Wait, these are bosses, right? Okay, these are mid-bosses. I should be fighting one at a time. Hey, sweetheart. The dog walked in. She always wants attention.
Ow, the edge!
I think I'll be able to live long enough to get another. I have to kite for a bit though. That take forever. Oh yeah, I have this. God damn, it's a long cast. I know you're supposed to do it before you enter battle and stuff. I'm in pain. Fuck it. He's like a stun. Can you attack me? Oh, I see what you want. Okay. Yeah, she wants to be pampered right now. Yeah, I'm talking about you, yeah. And she knows that I talk about her too. It's not my fault. I gave a lot of affection to my dog, but when I adopted her, she didn't have anyone. So all the affection I gave her became infectious. That's too late. I like, so sometimes when I'm sitting down on my chair in my gaming area, I hate that I just call that, but that's what it is. She just wants to play with my hands though, like play bite and stuff like that. Fortunately, I can't do that right now. Hydromammomus. I know it's Hythlodeus now, it's just I got so used to thinking in my head is Hydrolamus, Hydrolatus, Hydrothadius. But I'm finally gonna unlock Oinko Roiko. Actually I'm thinking of Honorako or whatever it's called I think it's Stormblood. Onokoro, I call it Onko. But yeah, I'm about to unlock potent oinkers. Yeah. Necessary cutscene. No different from Aziz Liza when you teleport to that area.
Calamelios Zephyros. Here you will find a number of
okay, never mind. There was going to be more
as the
to
observation hub of Potent Oikos.
Potent oinkers.
Right then.
Spriggan.
Well, an Arrayus.
Yo.
And what, pray tell, is that?
You fight an enemy like that at some point for a job quest, I think. I forget where.
It's a new species of shark. We approved the concept but a few days ago. Sharks are among the most popular sea creatures. At first, they were largely orthodox, consideration given to such things as size and environmental impact, and then a whimsical someone thought to bestow it with flight, another superior intelligence. And then the floodgates burst. Concepts with multiple heads, or arms and legs, and so on and so forth. It was getting absurd. A part of me wanted to tell them to go away and find something else to create, but...
He's still talking!
Here we are.
Jawsome. No one knows what Stray Shark is. I think only like 10% of Final Fantasy XIV players know what street sharks are. Or remember them. I
That was too close.
am beautiful beautiful
Are you unharmed?
Is that?
Well now, if it isn't a pair of familiar faces.
That's...
Bernard, we
Oh.
should meet you here.
Yeah, that's... Yup. That's Heidelin.
As I mentioned earlier, the better part of the convocation holds that when we retire is when we return to the star. Well, she is not among said majority. Even after stepping down, she carries on with her work.
She chose to leave.
Bernard is her name, and she is the previous Azir.
Oh!
It has been a while, Hythlodaeus. You look well. Less so, Emmett Selk. I dare say the lines upon your brow have both deepened and doubled.
Interesting, goddess.
A shame for one so young. You must make an effort to frown less often.
Easier said than done, thanks to your unruly successor.
How is he, if I may ask?
Incorrigible as ever. Rushed headlong into a volcano on the brink of eruption just the other day. I should be glad to share the tale in its entirety later, if you're so...
Oh, you know I am. Now then.
Alright. Here, feel my breasts. Heidelin, you're a pervert.
I say, have you perchance come from the future? I do not believe we have ever met, yet I sense my magic upon you. Therefore, if I wove the enchantment, I could only have done so at a later point in time.
What manner of magic is this, if I may ask?
A traveler's ward, of course. It prevents the corruption of one's ether.
That explains how you get to the first and shit. I don't know what a prime was, but whatever.
Fools, you say. But I'm not familiar with such beings. But if they enthrall by warping the balance of ether, then yes, the magic would afford you a measure of protection. I gather from your question that you are not ignorant to its presence.
Hold on. From the future? That's absurd.
Is it? I think it's stupid that they use time travel twice, though.
What is it? Are you unable to speak of the matter?
The reality to which you must return exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present.
That's funny how I was talking about Naruto and how it's like always been flashbacks, but here it's not a lot. It's kind of worth it because it was so fucking long ago.
So, your actions here will not change your history, but they may yet affect the course of ours. How very exciting. I'm quite fond of delving into the unknown, and there's naught more unknown than the future.
Well, that's why you were one of the Asms.
Until a moment finally arrives, we cannot know for certain what will come to pass, regardless of our supposed foreknowledge. More importantly, that you should go to such great lengths as to travel unto the past bespeaks the gravity of your quest. Will you not reveal it to us?
No.
If this is true, then you've been keeping quite the secret to yourself. As a representative of the Convocation, I will hear it all. Your identity, purpose, everything.
If it changes their future, right? And Grahatia didn't change their future, it changed this future, which is where the Warrior Light's from. So there's like 3 timelines already going on, right? Unless there's more that I don't know from the previous stories.
If it is agreeable,
or characters. Or 1.0. Because 1.0 ended. The world died, right?
We were meant to meet. I am certain of it. Else I wouldn't have marked you so clearly and sent you unto myself in the past. It's precisely the sort of mischief I would get up to. And quite inspired, if I do say so myself.
Okay. So, Venat was mentioned before. So Venat from Final Fantasy XII, on and off thought is a she, but the Ikuria don't really matter at this point. They're a driving force of Final Fantasy XII. Venat, do I spoil? Yeah, I'm gonna spoil. Venat is essentially saying to the Ikuria, we need to leave these fucking humans alone. And so, pretty much spurs the whole thing to free humanity from the Ikuria. Because the Ikuria have been controlling the humans through the Dynast King for so long. And that's where the main enemy comes from. The main enemy is like the big bad, Bane Solidor, is being driven through Venat. But Venat is really just trying to be like, y'all gotta claim your own rights, and I'll help you out. And to the heroes, they're like, you're disrupting the world, but like, you guys were never free to begin with. So are you really fighting to, you know, stay back to the status quo, or are you trying to be free? And then Bane Solid refused. One of the reasons why I like 12 is because the heroes were essentially wrong, so to speak, and the hero was kind of right. Depending on how you want to look at it. And in the end, the villain, so to speak, Venat and Bane Solidor win. Which is cool, because Larsa is Bane Solidor's brother, little brother, who has a really good gentle heart, even though he get gentle heart of Bane Solidor. His older brother. And he's going to be kind of like, with him and Ash, are going to be kind of like healing the world going forward, because there's a whole fucking war going on with the Empire and everything. From Nabradia. Fucking hell though. But like, the fact that Venat is Hydaelyn, which means I forgot. Did they say who was Zodiark first? Like, who became Zodiark? It was supposed to be no. I forgot. It's interesting, because I'm thinking Zenos is going to take over Hydaelyn. And it's taking me back to how Final Fantasy XIV used the Aura site for Return to Ivalice. So it's like, Still, even though I liked Vina in 12, and you can see my Let's Play on my channel if you're into that. It's my first time playing 12. After fucking recovering from almost losing faith in Final Fantasy because of Final Fantasy X when I was younger. So I was like 13, 14. Wait, when did Final Fantasy X come out? It was like 2000. It was a PlayStation 2 game. It wasn't quite launched, but it was like close to it. I want to say 2001 or 2. ...2001. So yeah, it was 11. Or I don't know if I got it right away. PS2. It was like around... I was either 12 or 13. But yeah, that shit nearly killed it. When Final Fantasy 12 came out, I never played it. Even though like it was in my household. I just didn't touch it. Because I'm like, ugh. Because 10 really fucking sucked. To me at a younger age. And I wasn't being like, oh, I'm a teenager now. Everything that I liked when I was younger, you know, I'm not going to like anymore. It's more along the lines of, this isn't Final Fantasy to me. And I've said this before, but Final Fantasy X is everything people complained about in Final Fantasy XIII. That it's fucking linear as hell. And that's what 10 felt like. There was no overworld. You ran in a straight line. You turned a little bit for a treasure. That's about it. There wasn't, like, the only big area was fucking... You can make an argument, Mihen Road, perhaps, but the Calm Lands is the only big area, and even then it was just big, full of nothing meant for endgame. And I'm like, there's no overworld, like there's no new lands. You're just, this is all we get, whatever we walk to, and it's supposed to be a pilgrimage, right? So like, as I got older, when I finally beat it, I'm like, ah, okay. And that's why I like Final Fantasy 13, because I'm like, it makes sense. You're fugitives, you're on their run. I wonder if we get to meet Azamazam. It's possible. It's almost as if it was preordained. Same thing. Same text, nothing new. Once in a while you get new text, but usually never. It's usually never. I'm a little bit intrigued. I want to keep going for a little bit. But at the same time, I don't know. The goal was to finish it to the very dungeon, but still. Which I believe I'm close. I'm a little bit halfway or close to halfway. Uh-huh. Yeah, man. It's very Eden-like, so to speak. But it's also very structured. So... I kind of see some of Charlie in here too. You are a level 80 boss type enemy. Storm mode, right? Yeah, I thought it was right there too. But it kind of is right there, but not at the same time. I don't know. I kind of want to just run some dungeons. You know what? Yeah, I'm just going to call it here. And just read everything else. Says the cat outside. And it wasn't my dog that fucked with that cat, because my dog chases opossums and other shit. on the regular, so didn't even hear her bark or run. I didn't know if you even heard that cat. But anyways. Glock on or Glock off? A safety Glock? You know what? Yeah, I'll read this shit later. AKA skip it. Oh, I almost left the game without saying goodbye. With that said and done, difficulties withstanding that weren't seen. It was just me trying to run Vanashpati before I even started all this talking because I knew there's gonna be a lot of talking that I could stimulate myself. But all I ended up doing was getting some fucked up stream problems. But anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. Next part, I'm letting y'all know right now, man. I'm gonna be skipping everything to the very end of the dungeon. That's where I'm gonna start the stream. Right? So I'm gonna start the stream at the beginning of this is Hyperborea. That's where I'm gonna start the stream with that dungeon. But I'm also gonna read far in advance into the next dungeon, which is also follows up with the trial. And then I'll end the stream there because it's just gonna be a dungeon. All that skipping is gonna take like an hour. Then the next dungeon, the trial, and then it's pretty much the level 90 stuff, which is the final shit. So I should be done in 2 to 3 streams, depending on how I do. But yeah, we're done. I'm off. I'm glad. I need to get stimulated with something. I'm probably gonna watch. No, as long as I'm gonna go play with my dog. Fuck it. It's late, but fuck it. I'm gonna go play with my dog. She came in here wanting pets. I'm gonna do that. Anyways, okay, thanks, bye.